Hello and welcome to this week's Fable Network News.
Each week, we search for the best theatre opportunities that you can apply for today.
So here we go with this week's headlines. So first up, we have one from the Oxford Playhouse. They're looking for a resident director and they're also looking for a producer. This is for early career theatre makers, and obviously it's taking place in Oxford. The Oxford Playhouse are working in partnership with the Magdalen College School in Oxford to create 2 full-time positions for early career theatre makers. This is something they do every year. It's a really great opportunity to keep your eyes open for. The resident director will work across a number of students over a year of all different ages, leading the weekly Theatre Academy sessions, devising and delivering a broad range of skill development workshops. They're also going to direct at least 3 school productions over the course of the year, and they'll potentially take a 6th form group to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, if that happens, fingers crossed. The resident producer will be responsible for producing all the school's productions and coordinating them. That's including managing and motivating the students throughout the entire process, and in particular they'll play a key role in overseeing the pupils in charge of the technical theatre department of that. The deadline for that is Friday the 30th of April.
Next up, we have the Tide Changes Development Programme. This is for artists under 30 with a River Thames / water themed project that they have in mind, based in London, obviously, as it's River Thames. And this is from the Thames Festival Trust, and they've launched the Tide Changes Programme to help 3 artists shape, develop and deliver River Thames focused projects with seed money, marketing and development sessions. So artists will receive a marketing package worth £2,000, development and support meetings and mentoring sessions with the Thames Festival Trust team, and also a small financial pot of £500 as well. But to apply, you must have a River Thames themed project in development that is being planned to take place around September 2021. So a bit specific, but if that is you, you can apply by Friday the 16th of April.
Next up, we have a continuation from one that we looked at last week. They were looking for Half Moon. Half Moon were looking for a brand new producer to work on their Narrative of Empathy and Resilience project. They're now looking for 17 artists to join that project as well. In particular, they're interested in hearing from underrepresented artists that work in the TYA sector, but they're looking for a number of artists that include 2 designers, 2 composers and sound designers, 4 writers, 3 spoken word artists or poets, 3 assistant directors, a trainee dramaturg, and they're looking for 2 specialist performers or artists. So that could be something like puppetry or clowning, something specialist. So if you think you've got a specialist skill that you might be able to offer this project and you work in the TYA sector or interested in working in the TYA sector, put yourself forward. But the deadline for that is Monday, the 19th of April.
Next up, we've got the London Performance Studio, and they're offering seed spaces for any artist, any company, any collective that's in need of free rehearsal space in London, which is absolute gold dust. So they're offering what they call 100 free space bursaries across the next 18 months of 1 to 3 weeks of free space in their South Bermondsey rehearsal rooms. The space may be used in any way that may be proven to benefit the artist, whether that be an R&D or rehearsals, exhibitions, or even a public showing. Artists will receive access to their 190 meter square rehearsal space, the kitchen, the breakout room, a fully equipped workshop, as well as receiving professional and dramaturgical support for their pieces as well. There are no specific sort of end outputs that they want for the projects, only that visiting companies write a short report at the end of their bursaries detailing what they've achieved with that time. So that's absolute gold dust to get. The deadline for that one is Monday, the 26th of April.
Next up, we have one from the Chartered Institute of Fundraising, and they've got a mentorship program that they're about to kick off. Really great opportunity if you're an early career fundraiser. They're going to be so vital in the upcoming years as we go into the rest of the arts. This is for fundraisers in England, particular, and this is they're looking for early career fundraisers, and you would get paired with a professional mentor. These mentors come from places like the Royal Opera House, National Theatre, Lowry, and more of those incredible organisations. You'd meet with your mentor at least once every other month over the course of a year. The meetings that you have will be specific to you being able to reach your professional development goals. Make sure you check the guidance on this one and to make sure that you fit the eligibility criteria and that you're available for all the key dates that they indicate. So if you're an early career fundraiser, this one's for you. And the deadline for that is Monday, the 24th of May.
Next up, we've had a submission that comes to us from Stanley Arts. They're doing a casting call out for London-based actors. So this is Stanley Arts in South Norwood. They're looking to cast 2 actors for a new immersive street theatre production called Gustav's Time-Travelling Treasure Hunt, which sounds like a lot of fun. They're looking to cast the following roles. They've got Samuel Coleridge Taylor, who is a 20th century Black British African composer from Croydon. So that cast member has to be male identifying with a playing age of around 25 to 30, with some musical ability preferred if possible. And they're also looking to cast Gustav himself, the time-travelling goat. So that role is also ideally male identifying, but any playing range. They're not too specific, but you must be comfortable with improvisation and play and working with audiences of all ages. So this is going to be a treasure hunt that will run from 3 days, from the 1st to the 3rd of May, with multiple staggered performance times each day, approximately every 10 minutes, with a performance fee of £14 per hour, for roughly about £100 a day. It will work out once all the hours in the day are totted up. Get that one in as soon as possible. There's no strict deadline on it, but if that does sound like you and you want to be part of this really fun sounding project, you can email Catherine Pegler by using the email cc@stanleyarts.org. Get your applications in.
This next one's an amazing resource that's just opening up that we wanted to raise some attention to and that you can apply to right now. So this is the NSDF Hub, open online. Obviously, its target, this is the National Student Drama Festival, so their target is 16 to 25-year-olds, but it's really open to all organisations that are working with that target audience. And they're launching a totally free, curated online hub for young artists and companies to display their work, so it can be seen all year round and nationwide. It's a free resource for companies to submit to and free for audiences to watch, so it's a great resource if you're thinking about getting your work seen by other directors, programmers, or other collaborators. The NSDF Hub is going to open in May, but they are already accepting submissions. So if you've got something that you would like to share and put on the hub, definitely start throwing it in now. There's no deadline on it, so if you're interested, have a look at the NSDF Hub.
Yeah, really cool one. And finally, we've got one from Arcade and Kit Theatre. They're looking for an immersive artist / facilitator for a school residency they've got going on. So they're looking for a facilitator with experience working with disabled children and young people specifically, based in Scarborough, because they'll be working with Springhead Send School. And so they're looking for an artist to collaborate on an immersive residency, they're calling it. The school itself has a diverse range of pupils with a wide range of special education needs and disabilities. And the artist will work alongside these students, along with the teachers and other artists, to come to the aid of a lost Olympian time traveller, which is a running theme this week. This week is a week-long residency taking place from June the 28th, and the fee is £1,400. They're looking for an artist with a wide range of skills and are keen to hear from artists that believe they have skills relevant to this specific project. So if that sounds like you, deadline for that one is 9 a.m. on April 12th.
That's it for this week's news. If you have your own news that you'd like us to share, please head over to our website and let us know.
And don't forget, whilst you're there, you can sign up to our newsletter so you never let another opportunity pass you by.
Thanks for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next week on another Fable Network news. That's it for this week's news. If you have your own news, please submit it to us at our own web. God, Ruth.